Hello and welcome to the day 15 of the 100 days challenge that I'll be building projects in public. Today I start the third week and as you can see there are still no views. Yesterday I shared how I was generating videos manually for the moment in the new channel that I created for the shorts, and here you can see that the Cognifit channel had my second video that I was expecting at least one view and it got exactly no views. So that made me switch something in my head, and I realized that I don't really enjoy doing that. At the end, I don't like doing manual tasks, and I was going into generating videos with the help from AI, but doing it myself. So I decided to switch a bit and just focus on different things. And the first idea that came to my mind, that it's something that I've been thinking for a while, is to work on small mobile games that may get some attraction and that may get some revenue with ads or in-app purchases. Basically, here you can see that I just, with the help of ChatGPT, I've been brainstorming about different game ideas, and at the end we came up with one that it's quite simple, straightforward, and that can be done quite fast. And here there is the GDD, or game design document, where you have to put a few pieces all together to in order to analyze or to think properly about what do you want to do and what do you expect and where are you aiming at. So basically the game I'm building now, it's called Swipe the Ship, and it's gonna be done with Flutter plus Flame. The game concept, it's going to be an arcade or reflexes game that is going to be for the mobile, initially for Android, but then if it works I can put it into iOS, since I'll be doing it in Flutter, that it's a framework that allows you to work for both environments. Then the session length for the game is about half a minute to 1 minute more or less. As I said, the stack is Flutter plus Flame with those libraries that or packages that I can use. And basically the pitch of the game is there are animals, initially sheep and cows, that appear on screen, and the player sweeps left or right depending on the animal, and the game speeds up as you progress. So for example, if it's a sheep you need to put it to the left, if it's a cow you need to put it to the right, and every time they go faster and faster, and you need to see how many animals you can put in the proper place. So basically the core mechanics regarding the controls, it's about swiping, so swipe left or right. Then for the scores, if you correctly swipe to the right position, you get 1 point. If you just do it wrong or there's a timeout, then there's a game over. So you start by 2 second reaction time so that you can choose to which side you put the animal, and every 10 correct answers, the reaction window is reduced by 0.2 seconds. So at the end, the goal is to beat your high score. There's never an actual end, so you can go as far as you can. Basically the game loop, here I explain how it can be done with the flame. Here there's a part where we define which screens and overlays are needed, so basically one home overlay with the play and option buttons, also the high score displayed, then a second screen that is the gameplay where there is the animal sprite in the center, etc, etc. Also regarding the art and audio, for this case it's quite easy, so it's just a couple of sprites for the two animals plus some UI for the background and a couple of sounds for the correct and wrong swipes. And then for the monetization there's ads that I can do interstitial, I don't know how to pronounce that or how to say that. It at the end is every 3 games you will see an ad, and when you die you can see an extra ad as a reward ad for having another life. And in the future there may be unlockable skins that would be those in-app purchases that I was mentioning. And for the metrics, we could see the average matches per session, how is the average score, if there's retention after day 1, and which is the ads revenue per user. With that in mind and with these screens and overlays, I just basically came up, together with ChatGPT's help, on the proper scaffolding for the folders. Here you can see the different components that we are going to be using, the different overlays that are going to exist. For the moment they are empty files, most of them. I just have a main Dart where I call the swipe game, and here in the swipe game you can see that there's this file that basically listens to a couple of parts. That is the pan. Here we can see that we extend the flame game with the pan detector, so every time there's a pan and we check the velocity, and if the X initially goes below 0 or after 0, we see if it's left or right. And basically here we have a score, that the score never changes. And yeah, basically that's what I did initially. Basically, yeah, I don't think I added any other overlay. No, that was all. So basically here you can see that in the logs when I run Flutter run, it builds everything, and then there's this game, and when I swipe I just see that it detects where I'm swiping to. Today it's been basically to set up everything, the environment. In this laptop I didn't have Flutter installed, nor the Android Studio that it's needed, nor Visual Studio. No, not the Visual Studio, but not Visual Studio Code, but the Visual Studio, the basic one, the original. So I was installing everything and setting this up. So my idea for tomorrow is to start getting the imagery and move some things and make the actual game loop. So let's see if with 2 to 3 days I can have MVP, and before this week ends I can have the game published, because I already have a couple more ideas to generate. That's all for today. Thank you and see you tomorrow.